Hi guys, welcome back to RTs Share Tea, where respiratory therapists live out loud with me, your host Linda Fry, the Asthma Lady. Yes, welcome everybody, welcome to anybody new. First, I just wanted to say thank you to last week's guest co-host, Ryan Roberts. I mean, he was amazing and his episode is getting great feedback. And I just knew when I met him on social media that he has just such a positive aura about him, and I just had to get him on the show. So thank you, Roberts, once again, Ryan Roberts, for being a guest co-host, and I had a great time with you. Okay, so today's episode, we are talking about shared decision making and this empowering the patient. All right, so this episode is going to be short because I have a lot to do today. I have a very productive day, but I still wanted to jump on the mic and, talk about this topic because sometimes it's a miss, what I'm saying? And especially for some patients in different cultures, which we'll talk about. Okay, so shared decision making, what this is. So basically, this is where the healthcare team collaborates with the patient and leading them towards making evidence-based, informed medical decisions that will increase their quality of life. So basically, you guys are working as a team together, right? So to help them with their chronic disease. So for example, of course, I always speak about asthma. So just making sure that you are working from a place of not telling somebody what to do, but being a part of their success team and helping them get to where they want to be in their life with this chronic condition. So they have to be able to manage themselves, be engaged, and ultimately this is about empowerment, right? So I'm just gonna go over, I found this acronym for shared decision making that I really liked, and I just wanna share it with you, and it makes like all the sense. And I'm gonna share it in the description, the link for this. So the acronym that you could use for shared decision making is the word share, all right? So S stands for seek your patient's participation. So making sure that they are engaged. And how do you do that? Use motivational interview questions, which are open-ended questions. Like, Miss Jackson, so how's it been going today? This weather out here is crazy. How you been feeling? Let them talk, and then go to, can you tell me, how's it been going with your Symbicort? And based off there, kind of start to see where things are going, right? So the next word in the share, right? H stands for help your participants explore and compare treatment options. So based on the answer that they are giving you during the motivational interview question, you can start to give them options, right? And people love options in general. So think about this when it comes to treatment plans. Sometimes we do have providers or people who, they favor one thing because it works a lot, but try to give folks options. Okay. And then, so the next letter we have A, which stands for assess your patient's values and preferences. So when like the question that I asked, hey, Ms. Jackson, how did it go with your Symbicort? And if Ms. Jackson says something like, oh no, I stopped taking that. And then you could be like, oh, okay, well, tell me more. Well, what happened? And if they say something like, oh, I don't feel like it works, or it's too strong, or, I was taking it too many times, I didn't like it. Start to see, this will let you know the values and the preference. So now you can even think about other options that may potentially work for them versus the last treatment plan, right? So That's a really good one to consider. And we have now the letter R, which stands for reach a decision with your patients. So once again, this is about teamwork, working together, right? Not just about telling somebody what to do. And so it's like, okay, well, Ms. Jackson, it seems like it's not working out with your Symbicort. How about you show me your inhaler technique, and let's see, if that's working for you or not, so they show you the inhaler technique. So try to see why it's working or not working. And then you can offer something like, okay, well, versus you taking it every day, how about we try taking it 3 times a week and see how it goes from there. Do you think you could do that, Ms. Jackson? And see how that goes. How do you feel about that? And then Ms. Jackson can give you a response, and then you guys make a decision together. And you can even attach a small action behind it. Okay, well, Ms. Jackson, how do you feel about right now putting an alarm on your phone, on your smartphone, to remind you to take the Symbicort on those 3 days? So what 3 days do you think would work for you? And then do something right then and there. So see how you're engaging the patient. It's right then and there. You're doing something simple. You're giving them an option to opt in, right? So they don't have to say yes to that. They can say, oh, that's not going to work. And then maybe you could think of something else. But once again, this is about engagement and empowership. And you're also letting them own it. You know what I'm saying? So they're most likely they're most likely going to follow through on something, right? And then evaluate. And then the last letter is E, evaluate your patient's decision. And so, so based off what you guys have discussed, just see whether it worked for them or not and get the feedback and go from there. So continue to go from there on the next visits or the next time you guys work together. And so this is about building rapport. This is about empowerment. This is about engagement when it comes to them, the patient's self-management in their chronic disease, right, guys? So that's pretty much it for today. I hope you learned something from me here today. Like I said, I will put this in the description where I got this from in the description below, and resources like this very, very useful when it comes to patient education and just guiding someone in their own self-management and increasing their quality of life, right? Yes. All right, guys. So, this Thursday, I'm going to be at the Black Health Matters Harlem Summit and Expo on August 17. So if you're going to be in New York City, come through Harlem. I will be there doing asthma education with the Allergy and Asthma Network. We will be there on the 17th. I will also be there on that Saturday, which I believe is the 20th, August 20th, in Harlem for Harlem Day as well, providing asthma education in the community. I love doing stuff like that. So pull up. We're giving away $10 gift cards to anybody that fills out our asthma survey. And there's going to be so many things, giveaways, just good stuff. So come out if you're available then. And I have some other stuff coming up. I know I'm forgetting something, but anyway, I guess you will have to wait until next week. So know that we are growing together. We have more guest co-hosts in the pipeline, more content to come. We are on Google Podcasts and most podcast platforms on Wednesday, 6 p.m. Eastern time. And we are on YouTube every Thursday. Yes, guys. So thank you so much for the support. And as always, remember to invest in yourself and to only compete with yesterday's version of you. I'll see you next week. Bye.